What's going on, world? Y'all already know what it is. It's D100 TV. And today I'm answering questions by people that support the platform, whether it's sent in via messenger, email, whatever it is, man. We definitely getting into the questions right now. I'm getting into the questions. And again, thank you to everybody that's supporting the content, pushing the content in the algorithms, all the views, all that just helps push the conversation. We just having the real conversations. You know what I'm saying? We just trying to really push the real narratives. The question that was asked, or the question I'm responding to, one of the questions that was asked, anyways, was what are three things that I go by? What are three things that I personally go by, or maybe I feel like a lot of people should go by, because I am not timid or scared when it comes to speaking my opinion on things, and I'm seeing some crazy stuff in 2023. We're halfway through, and a lot of stuff is still going on, so I'm getting straight into it. Hopefully it doesn't apply, or you know what I'm saying, to you, but if it does, maybe you think about adjusting. And the first one is stop airing out your business on the internet. I would say just the relationship stuff first. We got to stop doing that. If you get into something with your significant other, spouse, etc., I'm big on not doing that, not airing it out on the internet. It's not the place. It gives opportunity for an audience of people to chime in, and sometimes they can fuel the fire, and then people get to choosing sides and doing all that, and that's not necessarily beneficial. On top of that, another aspect, man, stop airing out anything like that's negative to my youngsters that's in the street trying to go viral. Stop airing if you're in the, committing crimes, and hopefully you're not. Stop putting on the internet. I don't know why people think the FBI or whatever don't have social media. I don't get that. Bottom line is start to be more selective. That's what I do. I'm very selective with what I put on the internet. I share good moments. I use social media to help push conversations I feel that are important to me. I network. I do that. But you won't see me really post about the negative stuff in my life. I do have situations where sometimes I bump heads with people and all that. Not gonna find out. You're not gonna find out by looking up on my social media page. And what I also know is a lot of times it causes damage that you can't reverse. And a lot of times people are like, hey, I'm breaking up with such and such, and you don't even know if you're really breaking up with them. So again, just be mindful of that stuff, man. Be mindful of what you post on the internet, not just with relationships, but maybe stuff that might affect your employment or impact your employment. Sometimes you got supervisors, co-workers, etc. watching your stuff. It's all good. If your page is positive, it's good. But if not, you never know. And if you're going for interviews, sometimes potential employers do check your social media. So be aware, pay attention. These are just some thoughts, just some truths. Hey, just some things that maybe you can go by if you're not already going by. And again, stop trying to go viral on the internet. You definitely got people out there that are working for law enforcement and stuff that will definitely bust you if you put the wrong stuff up there. Next thing is that I would say that I go by, that I apply to my walk, is I pay attention to the real support. I pay attention to the people that are there when it starts to get quiet. I pay attention to the people that call my phone or shoot a text and just simply ask, hey, bro, how you doing? Versus blah, 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 can I have such and such? Or, I just pay attention to that. I pay attention to the social media thing a little bit, not going to lie. I remember when we first opened the school, me and my wife, and I was like, yo, I hope people push, just help push our flyer. Like, they ain't even got to come to the school, but I was hoping, people would just share the flyer. And I remember it being hard to do that. I remember going through the process of just asking for certain type of support and realizing like, hey, it's not there. But everybody, just because somebody rocks with you, they're not necessarily going to give you that effort, that energy that you need in a specific place, especially when it comes to your dreams, your goals, your businesses, etc. So I just pay attention to the support. I pay attention to the ones that are consistent. I think the best friends, those that I call family, they're the ones that are consistent. And that's it. A lot of times we're wasting time, energy, and effort hanging around people, being with people that we really don't want to be around. A lot of times we should have ended relationships. They're not supportive. They're not, pushing us to think more, expand our vision. There's really no growth or goodness coming from it. A lot of times it's just, you know what, I know I've known bro forever. I don't even really know why I'm still. But there should be something good coming from any relationship. And the number one thing, it should be a support. Not just necessarily when it comes to your dreams and your goals and all that, but mental health. You know, people should be good. They should support your desire for peace, your need for peace. They should, you know, be supportive in any way that you need. These are the best friends of mine. Salute to my friends, salute to my family, all that. I definitely, I just try to be that same way, man. So salute to everybody, and pay attention to really, again, who's really for you. People will celebrate with you when you win, once you've won, and once the victory's been secured. But who was rocking with you? Who was walking with you when you was putting in the work? When you was, like Drake said, when you was shooting in the gym? Who was there with you? When it wasn't all glory, when it wasn't, you know, cameras, lights, camera, action, all that. You know, who was with you when it was just a dream, when it was just a thought? Who was like, yeah, you got that? Who was with you when you felt like tapping out? You had your turn back moment. That person was like, nah, we got to keep going because you already started. These are the people you got to hang on to. So again, pay attention to support. Hang on to the real support. Let go of the fake support because fake support is real. And a third thing, even though there's a list, man, I got a slew, is once a person shows you, believe them. I'm not saying people can't change. Obviously, people can change. But if you don't see a change in behavior, then and you've given them 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 chances. Chances are they're not going to change. So you have a decision to make. You either going to deal with who they are or you're going to let them go. You know, but more than likely, believe who they are. That's not just with relationships, because people I know they automatically go there, but it could be in business. You know, I'm always talking to people. I'm like, yo, when you get in business, be careful who you get into business with. You know, you got to be mindful. It's easy to get into things, certain situations, but it's hard to get out of certain situations with people. If you see something initially, hey, pay attention. You know, one thing I'm big in is I interact, I have conversations, I get to know people now before cross certain lines, business, etc. Prior to knowing my wife, I looked her up on her internet. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? But you have to go through certain experiences to see who a person is. And once they show you who they are, take note of that. You got to go through watching a person get a flat tire or losing a loved one or losing money in order to understand who you're dealing with. You got to get into a disagreement with an individual. I'm not saying it's got to be a super negative thing, but sometimes you got to see how people respond to certain things in order to really understand who you're dealing with. But if you see something that causes alarm, if it's a red flag, if it's something that's detrimental to anything that you got going on that's positive or conducive, pay attention to that. Believe them. Because I'm going to tell you this, oftentimes we overlook, we push past, we say, oh, it's not that deep. And we hang on to a certain situation, person, place, a thing, and we see them for what it is or that for what it is. We can see that something isn't good for us. We hang on too long. It ends up causing a negative effect and impact on the good that we already have. Something, we could be relationships, it could be business, whatever it is. But we have to get into the mold. Another thing I want to tie into that really quick is to my people, you know, that's still out there doing wrong, XYZ. Hopefully you're doing right. And I'm definitely not saying I'm perfect. Believe your gut. Believe your gut. If you're in a situation, if you feel that it's not right, more than likely it's not right. That gut instinct. Some people call it other things. We're just gonna call it like that for right now. But pay attention to it. Be mindful of it. Don't go against what you feel, because 9 times out of 10, that's what you know, and that's what it is. Let it be your compass. If it's not looking right, if it's not feeling right, no. You know, that comes for anything. Be careful and be mindful of who you try to build something with. Again, you got to go through some things in order to know who they are. Once you see it, whether it's good or bad, you know, if you see somebody treating the waiter well, then you could probably believe that they're good people, that they treat everybody with respect. You see somebody doing the opposite, then you know how they are in their heart. So just pay attention. These were my 3 quick things. These are the beginning of a series of short videos and lives where I'm just responding to the questions sent in the messenger or email or whatever to the 100 TV. If you got questions or you things you want to hear me expound on, or if you want to hop up here on the platform, please hit me up. You can message me, etc. As we're getting ready to gear back up and go into these podcasts. I got a lot of exciting guests lined up. And shout out to LFI Radio. This Tuesday will be up there at 7:30. I'll have the link posted so you guys can check out that interview as well, man. As always, until next time, man, y'all be blessed, stay focused, stay free, and most importantly, stay true to who you are, the 100 T.